And now the moment has arrived. The big men fly. They've got good chemistry, those two. Myercheck, he's shut him down. Can he find a teammate? McStay is the man on the spot and is marked.
Forwards dream of these shots.
They get full value for a deep entry.
That was reminiscent of Tony Plugger-Lockett, the way he used his body. Then went back and put it straight through the middle.
The Pies on the board early. Rucks go at it. Parrish. Here's a chance to get it forward. Gets his hands on it early. Good for the confidence. What's he got on offer? Langford.
Driven into the turf, and that'll be a free kick. This could result in a goal. Can he deliver? Yeah, back him more often than not.
To break the duck, that will have to wait.
Those are the kinds of opportunities you really need to take.
Perryman to bring it in. Manages to find a teammate. Goes very wide. Cox making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Side bottom. The umpire whistles for a ball up. Cameron looking for territory. Merritt leading from the front. You can't question his commitment. Cox just needs a good bounce. Only a behind.
They gave him too much latitude on that occasion, and were lucky the kick was a poor one.
Quaynor to bring it back in. Perryman can keep it moving. His field kicking is normally first rate. DeGoey on a lead. Picking their way through. No one can mark. Parrish. It's a tough game. They ask the question, but the umpire will have it. Draper with a deft tap. Merritt. Parrish. Good build-up. Who's at home? Caddy. That's a big play.
They'll be in front in a moment.
No problems there.
It gives everyone a shot of confidence when one of your key forwards is able to hit the scoreboard early.
The Bombers have opened their account. The two big men do battle. Parrish, Durham, closed him down. Draper, crunching tackle. He's been busy so far. He's besieged. Hobbs, he's caught. Parrish, well played. Good looking kick. Quaynor is there in defence. Doesn't often waste it. Perryman has found some space at halfback. The Bombers guarding the corridor. Parrish takes an excellent grab. Normally delivers. Who's front and centre? Caldwell out of the congestion. Perkins. That might attract a pack. Thumped away. Howe attracted a crowd. Maynard. Terrific forward pressure. It's a goal.
You turn the ball over there, you've got to expect to pay the price.
The Bombers with two on the bounce. Punch clear. Parrish. He's run into trouble. Merritt. They've had the better of the contest to this point. He's not one to take a backward step. Clever kick. Thumped away. Redmond. The Bombers should score here. Time for the Crummers to go to work. Howe. Maynard. Thought his way through it. DeGoey. Good vision there. Langford showing some desperation. Lipinski, he's under close attention. The umpire says he made an attempt to get it out. Draper with the tap. Parrish. Might be time for one more score here. He's wrapped up. We've got another stoppage. Draper showing his skills. Durham gathers. Will he pump it deep? Defence 101 there. Langford wins a hard ball. It's a goal.
It's too early to panic, but they might think about making a couple of changes before a bad start becomes worse.
The Bombers were underdogs coming in, but they look anything but in the early going. Parrish, Perkins gets his kick despite the heat. Quaynor onto it in a flash. He's suddenly a popular man. It's there!
They moved that ball beautifully indeed. They're hard to defend at their skillful best.
The Bombers have got away. Good ruck work. Parrish. Merritt. The Pies will be disappointed because what they spoke about during the week hasn't come to pass. They'll need to make changes. Gary Lyon is down on the boundary. Gaz, what have you got for us?
The Bombers have established a handy break and it's starting at the stoppages. There isn't always a direct correlation between hit-outs and clearances, but there was in that first term with the midfielders taking full advantage of the silver service provided by their ruck.
We'll see how it plays out. Thanks, Gary.
They're going on their merry way here. This could be over by half-time.
The Pies are stuck in second gear. That would want to change pretty quickly. Hobbs, Parrish into the action again already. They're running rings around them. Searching kick. Snap around the body. It's there.
A few heads will start to drop soon if they can't turn the tide. They're right on the edge.
The Bombers clearly didn't read the script. They were supposed to struggle today. Parrish, Dersma sets a task for the forwards. Moore takes a potentially goal-saving mark on the last line of defence. Good thinking and good execution too. Maynard lays it off. Side bottom. Probing ball. DeGoey. He might have thought about the corridor. Hoskin Elliott. They need a mark. Leaves it behind. Elliott. Desperate defence. DeGoey. It's a goal.
He managed to find some space in a dangerous position and made them pay for their loose checking.
The Pies are just hanging in there, but they need to string some goals together. Dersma. Can he hit a target? How? That centre-half back will cut that one off. The aerialists will battle for this ball. They could be vulnerable here. They'll bide their time. Pryor. That's come off the instep.
Lost his radar there.
Dacos with an opportunity now. Heads towards half forward. Myercheck. Good hands. This is much better. They've picked their way through. Schiltz can just about finish it himself. Dacos heads for home. It's close. What does the goal umpire say?
That was a promising build-up and deserved a better finish.
Redmond tasked with the kick in. The kick was centimetre perfect. The Bombers are playing some great footy. Feeds it out. Dacos looking for two in a row. McCreary marks. That's hard to stop. Side bottom. No one's gone near him. And he could make them pay.
Would be an understatement to say they need this.
We've seen him do this before, and he's done it again. Have some of that, he says.
Terrific goal there. He's so dangerous in front of the sticks.
They've got a couple back, but they need to keep coming. Dersma. They should have been going forward. Now they'll have to defend. DeGoey. He doesn't waste many. McStay. Some people can't kick that far. Schiltz got the handball away. He'll be sore in the morning. They sorely need a goal, and he delivers.
So often he provides great energy for them up front, and he's done it again.
The Pies are back in business. Draper had his measure today. Dersma, Parrish, Hobbs. This might be a chance for the high flyers. Moore, Spoils, Langford. Terrific tackle. No free kick, and they've got a stoppage in a dangerous position. Draper has been dominant in the ruck. Parrish going at his first, and he's got it.
They might want to tighten up on him. They gave him too much space on that occasion, and he made the most of it.
The Bombers are holding them at bay. Durham had some assistance. They'll sweep this ball forward. Draper, what can he do with it? They've worked it well. Side bottom, desperate to win it back. McCreary in the middle. They cannot keep him quiet. Punched away. Mackay. The Bombers under great pressure. Redmond. Hobbs got to the right position and hung on. What a hand pass. Well done. The Pies are chasing tail. Howe heads them off at the pass. That's unusual. It's a hot footy. Could that have been holding the ball? Some thought it was, but not the person who matters. Draper is giving him a bath. Merritt, Dersma. Cox pounces. Good tackle. Durham takes the responsibility. Just needs to finish. Finish he does.
I think this margin is more or less reflective of the difference in class between these sides so far today.
The Pies have got to respond now. It's getting away from them. Half-time is upon us, and this one is threatening to be a blowout. Gary's with us again. What's on your mind, Gaz?
The Pies are really struggling to score so far, and the simple reason is that they're not winning enough ball. They would need to be super efficient with the ball that they are getting, but it isn't sustainable. Whether tactically they try something different at stoppages or they throw someone different into the middle, they've got to do something.
Good on you, Gary. Thank you. Lipinski. Dacos. That's skillful. De Goey sees an opportunity and plays on. Myercheck. Crisp. Takes the logical option. Does well under pressure. McCreary drops into the hole and marks.
This is what he gets paid to do, kick these goals.
He doesn't miss many of these, and he hasn't missed that one.
He has produced a clinical finish there to cap off a terrific passage of play.
They've got one back. Let's see if they can double up. Draper wins it. Dersma kicks to space. Durham. A good kick here, and they'll be in business. Alarm bells are ringing. Who will stand under that? Quaynor may have just saved a goal. I've liked his game today. Perryman works hard to present. The Bombers have denied them the corridor. Crisp marks on centre wing. He's generally a good kick. Schiltz dishes it off. He's so clean with the footy. That didn't travel far enough. They must tidy up their kicking. They're playing with purpose and poise. Martin has found some space. Ridley cops some unwanted attention. He's got an option in the centre square. Howe spoils. Draper gathers on the half volley. The Bombers moving the ball well.
His goal was so far, but this would be a great way to get on the score sheet.
Heads towards goal and does not let them down. Moore went bang.
Rushed over, and now they can reset.
Back into play. Quality delivery by foot. Good kick. Lipinski. McCreary. Can he be the fire starter? De Goey in the clear. That'll go close to the line. No one can mark, and we'll have a throw in.
Gaz, what have you noticed down at ground level?
The Bombers are winning the clearances and contested ball, but they're also using the ball better. So it's no wonder the scoreboard's looking so good for them.
Dersma, Merritt, he's set upon. There's an argument for a free kick there. Draper gets his hand to it. Durham, the Bombers, playing like winners. Cox, delightfully done. Pryor, it's a tough game. They're going nowhere, and we'll have a stoppage near the centre. Draper with a deft tap. Dersma looking to extend this margin. Perryman wins it back. Great mark. That's good vision. Quaynor keen to get the ball moving. Another goal, and they'll believe. Schiltz, Dacos. Can he impose himself on the match? Delivers it inside 50. Mackay tries to spike it out of the danger zone. Couldn't burst through. Attracted a crowd. Dacos. That typifies their performance. Well done. Great commitment. Throws it on the boot. Good disciplined defence. Martin. McGrath with a chance to relieve the pressure. Tumbles a punt towards the boundary line. Pendlebury spoils. And a moment for the players to catch their breath.
How's it look down there, Gaz?
The Pies have really got to cut down on their turnovers. They're their own worst enemy at the moment.
Draper with the tap. Durham. He's stopped in his tracks. Crisp. De Goey. Dacos for a boost just before the break. This is very close.
A midfielder who consistently hits the scoreboard is a real valuable commodity in modern footy.
The Pies have made a great start to the half. Parrish. Dersma. Merritt. He just keeps racking up disposals. Moore wins the contest and can relieve the pressure. Some indirect ball movement here. Pendlebury, slick hands. Got to go quickly. Time running out. He's kicked it high. 3 quarters in, and this one's still up for grabs. Huge last quarter coming up. Gary's back. What's caught your eye, Gaz?
The Bombers might have a dilemma at some point. It's certainly a viable tactic to slow the game down and look to possess the footy at certain points in a match. But I'm not generally a believer that your mindset should change based on the time remaining in the match. I reckon keep doing what's got you in a position of strength.
Thanks, Gary. As we get going again, Martin, can he mop up?
He's gone. He had plenty of time. These half chances can often be the difference.
Needs to get this one bending, but can't.
They might need to be more patient in constructing better shots at goal.
Ridley heads wide with the kick in. Pryor pushes into space and receives the footy. Cameron intercepts. Dacos. They're coming home strong. There's another. Game on.
That's a bit of a freebie. You can't afford to turn the ball over like that.
The Pies will not lie down. Important clearance here. Dersma, Parrish. They're moving the footy quickly. Merritt had his name written all over it. Maybe he could have gone himself. It looks a well-oiled forward line.
Must kick goal in a close match.
He's a quality finisher, and that's more evidence.
He's finally on the score sheet. It's been quiet today, but he made that one count.
The Bombers have responded to the challenge. The two big men do battle. Met solidly. De Goey. He's suddenly a popular man. Dersma in the centre square. Durham. This is promising. Merritt can run and carry. Jones. The distance is the only problem. He's got it!
The Bombers are going from strength to strength. They've got all the answers at the minute.
It's a handy buffer they've established. Good ruck work. Durham. Bit of a nothing kick. Merritt. Great play. Caddy. That's a big play.
To make it effectively a 5-goal game.
3 in a row coming up. What a patch they're having.
Momentum's a marvellous thing in football, isn't it?
The Pies look at breaking point. Cameron wins it out of the centre. Dacos. De Goey on a lead. Crosses the paint. Great footy. They're hard to stop when they move the ball like that.
He'll expect to convert this.
Drop punt, and he has put it away.
3 goals straight, and he's certainly making the most of his opportunities.
The Pies snare a badly needed goal. Draper slaps it out. Dersma, he's everywhere at the moment. No one can mark. Merritt, Caddy, set sail for home, and he is delivered.
The Bombers have got it in the bag now.
The Pies will need to respond. It's being put to them. Draper has rucked tirelessly. Durham is cool under pressure. Hobbs, good use of hands. Farms it out. Dersma. He's going for home. And why wouldn't he with a finish like that?
Their ball use has been first class. They're able to keep possession better than their opposition, which makes life so much easier.
The Bombers are really taking it to them today. They can smell victory. Merritt in the centre square. Pryor. This for 3 on the trot, and he steers it through.
The Pies must respond. They've copped up 3 in a row.
The Bombers are strutting their stuff. They're a force to be reckoned with. Parrish, Pryor, Merritt. He'll work all day. Touch and go.
They did well to construct that shot at goal, but the inability to convert really let them down.
The ball's been living at one end. The kick is precise. Jones gathers from the pocket. Looks good. Is good.
The defenders are entitled to be annoyed with their mids. They're under all kinds of pressure.
The Pies can't take a trick at the moment. Parrish. The Bombers finishing strongly. Merritt. Another forward 50 entry. Dersma has found some space. What a game he's having. Sidebottom. Spoils. Parrish. That could be a goal-saving tackle. It's a goal.
The Pies have really fallen away. Resistance has been minimal. They'll have some home truths to share with each other.
The Bombers go on their merry way. Parrish. Can they get another one? No one can mark. What a game he's having. He's drilled his forward.
That's number 9 for the quarter. They've been relentless and ruthless, and they might not be done yet.
The Bombers in this form would challenge anybody. Dacos has been a shining light. Crisp marks at centre half forward. McStay is in a better position.
The Pies with a late chance.
Looks good off the boot. He's got it.
Better ball movement on that occasion.